Let's now uncomment section 16 and see what we should do. This section seems to be very easy over here. You can see we simply try to say bb.toString, which means we're calling the toString method of bb. And to see what bb, what the type it is declare to, so you can see right click on the variable and say open declaration. It tells you it's a birthday book. You can see that in the birthday book class, you can simply go through the one in your file. We have not so far yet overridden the toString method. Actually, we have, but only partially. You can see we only did it for the previous section to say, in the case of the empty book, we will simply just tell you how many entries there are, right? So in the case it is 0 entries or 1 entry or 2 entries. It's not very sophisticated. But let's see what's really to be expected from our expected output. So if you look at the PDF, it says that number 16, there are 3 entries in the book. Okay, as I said before, basically you can see this is the expected output from the toString method of the birthday book. Okay, however, you can see that you can decompose that into different parts, into the return values of the toString method of other classes. Okay, you can see this should be the toString method return value of the first entry in the birthday book, and this should be the toString value of the second entry, and this should be the toString value of the third entry. Even that, for the first entry over here, this part here should be the toString value of its birthday attributes, and this one should be the toString value of its birthday attribute. And similarly, this should be the toString value for the third entry of its birthday. Okay, so now we are trying to define this method in a way that can minimize code duplicates. So we want to reuse the toString methods of other classes whenever appropriate. Okay, so now let's just try to complete our toString method from the previous section. If you go to birthday book over here, so now what we need is just a loop for integer I is 0, I less than number of entries, and don't forget the common error is that you say I is less than entries dot length. Okay, just make sure you don't have that. You don't want to deal with null values. Okay, over here, what we can do is we can simply say whenever we got the toString value for a particular entry, we can say to return plus equal. We are accumulating the string by the entries that we're looking at currently dot toString, like that. And then we can say every time after this we're going to add a new line. Okay, how about that? To return plus equal, and then a new line character. Just make it simple like that. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's see what we have. If you go back to the tester over here and execute, so you can see that there are 3 entries in the book. Okay, so you can see that this is not quite right. We need a new line over there. Okay, let's do that quickly. Okay, that's why you really gotta do test. If you go back to birthday book, so you can see that what we should do is we should put a new line over here. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. If you put a new line over here, you will see that over here there are 3 entries, and then we have that. Okay. However, I can. Okay, let's just write a test in JUnits and see if all the tests actually pass. If there's anything that's not passing, we should fix them. Okay. So now let's go back to tester over here. We want to convert this one here into the JUnits. You can see BB here up to here, it was done by actually the add entries. So let's see, let's go to 15 over here. You can see so far we got bb.add entry, right? Okay, let's just get that. So make sure we got a toString value properly. Let's just go to test. That'll be add test. So that would be test 16, I think. Public void test 16, and then let's paste that. And now let's make sure we got birthday and we got BD13, right? Okay, make sure we got here. And then we got entry E1 and we got BD13. Okay, put all the variables here in place. So now things compile. And what we want to make sure is assert equals is, so we have some expected string. Okay, put expected for now. And then we are trying to say bb.toString. Okay, let's now do the expected here. Okay, we don't need to put a single line. We can say expected is over here. So now over here, let's see, the first line should be, there are 3 entries in the book. Okay, we have a new line over here, and then expected plus equal, and the first line should be A was born on January the 11th. Okay, we have a new line there. Okay, so now we have 3 more. Okay, so always we put a new line at the end of the iteration, if you remember from the toString method. B was born on June 16th over here, and also C was born on June 16th. And over here, C was born on June 16th. Okay, let's see if things will pass. We are still missing BD01, which is over here. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, so now everything compiled. Let's execute a test case. However, we got a failing test, but you see, number 16 passed. However, we got a previous test that actually failed. I'm not sure if you, maybe you can predict which one was actually failing right now, the previous one. Okay, you can see number 10 actually failed. Let's see what number 10 is saying. You can see it's actually back to number 10, where we were trying to say the toString value for an initially empty book. In this case, there are 0 entries in the book. You can see we just changed our definition for the toString because we always put a new line over here. If we want to stick to this, we better change our test. If you think this is wrong, then we should fix the implementation here. Either that the expectation is wrong or the implementation is wrong. Either way. But now in this case, we want to stick to this implementation for the empty and non-empty cases. So now let's go back there and fix it. So now you can easily do this just by saying empty line. Okay, now let's execute the test again. So now so far we have got 17 test cases and all of them pass.